Let's start class. Hi everyone, my name is Eden. I'm here at Blissful.Energy and I am going to do an over analysis on high lunge and low lunge. This is just to get a really good foundation in your Sun Salutation, which I do have a video of over analysis on that, and I will have that in the link below. So check that video out as well. Once you perfect these positions, then you'll be able to really execute Sun Salutation to the best of your ability. All right, so in high lunge, this is a position where you're really going to strengthen your thighs, you're going to strengthen your core, and you're going to, it's just going to be a super active stretch. This is a position that we usually use to step back into downward facing dog. So in our Sun Salutation, we'll do a forward fold, flat back, forward fold. So we do this a couple times, so we warm up the back, and then we do a forward fold again, step back, and you are in your high lunge. Now, also in high lunge, you can go on into warrior one, and then warrior two, and reverse warrior. So these are all positions that are just like bridging the flow of your yoga practice. So let's go ahead into a mountain pose, and we're going to go into a forward fold. So I'm doing my first half of Sun Salutation. All right, we're going to step at the top of your mat. Feet are hip width apart. Try not to lock your knees. We want to have them bent just a little bit. We're going to breathe in, bringing our arms up and over. And as we breathe out, I'm bringing my arms behind me again, and we're going into this forward fold. Okay? So breathing in, flat back. Breathing out, forward fold. 2 more of those. This is just to warm up the spine. All right, on the next exhale, I'm going to really bend my knees so that my hands can reach the ground. Now, I can have my knees straight, my hands will reach the ground, I'm not flexible, but I'm not assuming that you are. So bend those knees, it's okay. We're going to take one foot and step all the way back. Back toes are tucked. Front knee is directly on top of this ankle, and that is really, really important, because if you have any knee injuries, or even if you don't want any new knee injuries, don't compromise the knee, because just a little slip and bloop, it's out. All right, so this is high lunge. My fingertips are resting on the ground. Roll those shoulder blades down my back. I'm looking forward. So like I said, this is in preparation of downward facing dog, or in preparation of breathing in, breathing out, lifting up that upper body, warrior one, zipping up those abs. All right, we're really working the legs here. So let's go back into this high lunge, and we're actually going to step this foot back into a downward facing dog. So now my palms are pressing into the ground. All right, so low lunge, we start in downward facing dog, and then we step forward. Once again, knee is directly over ankle, but this time my back foot, I'm going to lower that knee onto the ground, try not to plop it down like I just did, and putting the top of my foot onto the ground. Fingertips, once again, are spread and only lightly pressing into the ground. Rolling those shoulder blades down your back, looking forward. Now this is going to be a lot more of a stretch in those hips and groin area, but we have a lot of connections in that area, so it's great for after a run. We want to make sure that we don't sink in, we we don't let we want to make sure that we are in correct form. So breathing in, breathing out, looking forward. And just releasing those hips towards the ground. Feels so great. All right. So from here, there's lots of different things you can do. We can release those hips back, straightening this front leg, and just reaching forward, knee, nose to knee. Or we can actually tuck that back toe and lift back up into a high lunge. Or we can bring our hands to our knees, finding our balance, lifting those hands up into crescent pose. Okay? So lots of different things you can do in this position. This is mostly a flowing position, so you do it in between positions just so you know, have a great flow in your day-to-day yoga. Now, my book does say to hold it 1 to 5 breaths, and that's if you really feel like you need those stretches in your thighs, in your core, in your low back. If you really feel like you need that, then yes, absolutely, 1 to 5. But usually in my Sun Salutation, I do it in a breath. So breathing in, going into the position, breathing out, holding it, breathing in, going out of the position. So 1 complete breath. Watch out for your knees. You want to make sure that you're always stacking your knee on top of this ankle. Make sure that your knee isn't falling out to the side at all. This is just to protect your knees. I mean, they bear the weight of the rest of our body, except for the lower legs. So really take care of your knees. You don't want to injure them. Anyway, thank you so much for analyzing, what did we just do? High lunge and low lunge. And I hope to see you again in some of my other over analysis videos. Namaste.